United fans, it's been 24 hours since a horrible incident happened to you guys. Guys, calm down. I know say you know where. Una know where. This time around, they flog una from back front everywhere in the hammer una. Rival fans no one more arrest, but calm down. E get wetin I wan make we discuss about whatever that has happened yesterday. Well, let's talk about what Amorim said in his post interview. Yesterday, he talked about how disappointed in dey from where the players, this disappointment that comes from the players, and the body language when they do that interview be like saying na somebody wey don dey tired of the job, somebody wey be say if he say they are not, the players are no longer listening to him, they are no longer respecting him, and now he dey talk like somebody wey be say tomorrow now he go hear say he don resign. Wetin you think about the situation, and wetin you think wey make Amorim dey talk the way wey he dey talk yesterday?
See, I don't think that there's going to be anybody in Amorim's shoes that won't feel the way he felt yesterday. You understand?
Yeah.
Honestly, if not me, self, he go tire me. Because, he made reference to, some matches. He couldn't find how our performance can just be consistent. And you look at Amorim yesterday, he does not know if he feels like it be like saying no one trust himself again. It be like maybe what thing they do, no call. Maybe the players know they feel him again. You understand? And they know if you tell him. So the best way to tell him now to play the way they don't like. The way he no go like. Because you look at yesterday's performance. Okay, like how do you go from playing the way you did versus Arsenal, performing the way you did versus Fulham, accepted the Fulham performance? Yes, it was not up to par with that of Arsenal, but there was still something to live with. You understand? If you remove that lot's mistake, I think we would have gone away with the 1-0 win. Do you understand? Because our defense was very okay versus Fulham. But how do you go from that type of performance and you go to Grimsby and you cannot beat them? And you see Amorim yesterday, you saw him, he just left the place. Like, he was no longer interested in the whole shootout thing. He was visibly livid. He was frustrated. You can see, it's obvious. It just be like, say, like, you keep on trying to make something perfect. You keep on communicating an information. You want something. There's an outcome you want to see. You've given out all the information. You've asked them questions. Do you understand? I trust Amorim. Amorim is a honest guy. You understand? He would have asked the players questions. He would have asked them questions about everything. Do you understand? So I don't know. And even me, I cannot really fathom why they would go on that pitch yesterday. You understand? Yesterday I was saying that maybe he should have started his first 11 and all like that. And a lot of our fans, yes, fair enough, they were right. And any United team should be able to beat Grimsby.
Yes.
Any United team should be able to beat Grimsby, regardless of anything else. It's Grimsby, for God crying out loud. Any United team should be able. There is nobody, there is no manager on earth, given the way you plan with your team. Amorim said something yesterday, and it touched me. He said that the players know how important the moments are now. He said the players understands that the information about everything is out there. Everybody wants to pick from Manchester United. And let me tell you something. See, when I was saying Amorim needs to help himself, it's because the commercial magnitude of Manchester United in the journalistic space is enormous. Is enormous. Do you understand? If there was a Daily Mail journalist in the UK, he was saying that if you don't want to go hungry as a journalist, keep reporting about Manchester United. The negativity is what it feeds from. You understand? So you can see why everything they want from Man U is to be negative, because with positive, you can't get any reaction. Do you understand? And this is what Amorim is trying to say. Why are we not helping ourselves? Why are you not able to beat Grimsby? What was there? You saw that the fans were not happy versus Fulham. We knew. We spoke. They must have spoken about it now. Even though we are not there, we know. They must have spoken about it. So how are you unable? Amorim cannot be that much of a bad manager that he can't beat Grimsby now. It's not possible. So when the manager comes out to say the players spoke loudly of him yesterday, he's right. Probably don't want him anymore, and the performance is the only way they can show it. Maybe he's a honest guy, and there's no way they can come out and tell him that they don't want him. Then they just go to the pitch and then spit it out. Because you really cannot put it together, honestly.
All right, but is it the players? The problem there is it the players or the tactics or any other factors?
You see, I think that it's like Amorim said yesterday. I think we should stop, trying to, excuse the whole situation with tactics or players or any other factor. Like I said, whether it's 3-4-3, whether it's 4-3-3, whether it's 4-2-3-1, you should be able to beat Grimsby. See, accepted I'm not a fan of a 3-4-3 formation. You understand? Because I feel like the angles of the football pitch and the tempo of English game does not support. You need to have hard workers on the wing back position to cover those spaces. If you don't have it, it's going to be crazy. But then, it's Grimsby. It's Grimsby. Any formation you are playing against Grimsby, you should be able to use it to beat them. So it comes out to the players. Okay, fine. Let's say Amorim's formation is something that everybody is debating. My brother, I've not played football professionally. Let's say I've done it in the amateur level. You understand? Football is fluid. Football positioning is flexible. The manager can tell you play 3-4-3, but on that pitch, situations can switch to 4-3-3. Situations can switch to 4-4-2. Situations can switch into different formations. But the original identity is a 3-4-3 formation. Yeah. But it's not going to remain like that for the entire 90 minutes. There are times where your shape will change. Not because you want to change it, but because whether the way you are attacking or the way you are being attacked will change your shape. You get? So when we say Amorim's formation, it's as if the excuse is lazy. It's lazy. It's lazy. Didn't he use that formation he was doing exploit with it. Conte won the Premier League with it. With Chelsea. Maybe a lot of our fans don't know, but that was the formation Van Gaal was playing. They don't know. Lingard was playing wing back for our first game of the season, 2015, was against Swansea. Lingard was playing wing back. He got injured. I was there. I know these things. So nobody was complaining about okay, Liverpool 2014, Brendan Rodgers. He was playing. He's a back three manager. He almost won the league. He's a back three manager. A lot of managers, Glasner, isn't he a back three manager? He's a back three manager. And a lot of people are happy with the formation because he's doing exploit with it. So you just can't fault formation or fault anything. No.
And even Tottenham today,
exactly,
he's playing it. They are switching it.
Postecoglou was doing it. Hey, see, the movement on the pitch is not static. Do you understand? There are times where you only have two defenders. Every other person is there. What's the name of that formation? Does it have a name? No. It's just a shape. So fans should try to deviate from this, a formation or no formation. Let's question the problem. Those players, do they realize the gravity of the club that they are playing for? Do they understand that? Maybe they don't know that in our chats there's what they call hates adored but never ignored. Do they understand that we are hated? Do they understand that everybody wants to see us fail? See, let me tell you, there's a popular saying in English football, and maybe people don't know it. They say, Ferguson used to say it very well. He said, everybody wants to beat Manchester United. Because it's an ego thing for them. You beat Man U, it gives you ego. When Ipswich qualified for the Premier League last season, do you understand? When Ipswich qualified for the Premier League last season, do you know what the commentator said? He said, Manchester United are going to kind of watch road. Man U has been bad for 10 years. But the sheer magnitude of the club is not dwindling. These players need to realize. They need to realize. Whether Amorim is the coach, whether he's not the coach, players need to understand that this is the club they are playing for and play. Look at the new training ground they just built. They decorated that place with the trophy so that the players will, understand what is achievable here. This is what is achievable. Honestly, I just don't know.
All right, so what do you think that would be the take of the board for this situation?
Well, I think if I was part of the board, I in as much as Amorim is the four guy, he's one who's going to take the entire four. I think the board too, they need to come together and ask themselves some very pertinent questions. Do you understand? There are very honest questions the board needs to ask themselves. If you are saying you want to do a review, you understand? You cannot say you want to build a house and then you in your head you're not trying to provide a door or you're not trying to provide a window. Do you understand? It's as if you don't have an idea of what you're doing. You're telling us you want to rebuild. You understand? Now, fine, we've sorted out the entire attacking front. Good, kudos to them. Every single person knows that we don't have a midfield. Ugarte is not working. You understand? Kobe is still young. Casemiro is gone. Bruno is 31. A club that is serious should be before Cruz and Modric already left Madrid. Kamavinga, this guy from Monaco, Chaumeni, and Bellingham were already there. So they were conscious of the transition. Do you understand? Right now, the club didn't even touch midfield. They didn't even go there. The ball didn't even go there. Now, isn't it ridiculous that with all the useless errors that Bayardiu and Onana were committing last season, a serious club? Do you think a serious club will enter the season without a new goalkeeper? These things are, see, it's not difficult. It's not difficult. The manager wants, an overhaul, a squad overhaul. You understand? He wants people who are going to, understand what he wants. Maybe the old players cannot, assimilate the communication. Maybe they cannot, do what he wants. And then he's asking for new players because those players are going to be for him. You understand? They are going to be his responsibility. Why not give it to him? Give it to him. Give the players to him. Give the players to Amorim. Amorim yesterday, I honestly, Amorim is complete reflection of the entire United fan base. We were devastated. It's it's as if yesterday, I can tell you that a lot of fans, our emotions is starting to be, indifferent about the club. Whether we are successful, whether we are not successful, it's starting not to, affect us anymore because it feels like it's not going to come good. How many managers have failed? Van Gaal, Mourinho, Moyes, Ole, Ten Hag, Ragnick. Then Amorim, who is now going to get it right? There has to be something. The fundamentals is wrong. We need to go back to the fundamentals and repair it. Do you understand? Get a good goalkeeper. A good goalkeeper. There were times where under Mourinho, as good as Mourinho were, the game was the one saving us points. Look at Arsenal. The game versus Arsenal this season, Raya gave them the entire 3 points. He was there, he was playing. Look at Raya versus PSG last year. Raya left his goalpost and was playing. He came out of the 18. He was brave. And do you know how many goalkeepers Ateta switched before he arrived at Raya? Started with Leno, no. Ramsdale, no. Raya, then now he has backed it up with Kepa. This is how you know the board is ready. So the board should look inwards. They should look at themselves. Are we invest? It's not just about investment. You understand? You have to invest comprehensively. You understand? Invest for the goalkeeper, invest for the midfielder, and invest for the attack, and then let us see a new team.
All right, so Manchester United fans, man, I know saying I don't go through a lot of things this past 24 hours. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section, and don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms at Football Analysis 247. Now, also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next one.